Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are so BACC. I hope the sound is working because I was playing around with my audio devices as usual. I don't have my headset on. I don't think I need it. I don't need to sound this up right now. I think the desktop audio should be coming through. Let me just boot up the game and see. Man, I've been playing Diablo. My friend showed me the Paragon level the skill tree. I don't know what it's called. Um it's when, like, the regular skill tree where you unlock the skills, and then after that's done, you go into this other mode where there's like a grid you have to walk to unlock spells and stuff, and modifiers. I'm looking at that and I'm just like, whoa, dude. Like, you could spend days inside there. Brilliant. That game is so well designed. So well designed. So is the audio coming through? Yeah, I think it should be right now. My volume is. I hope my volume is loud enough. uh, we're just gonna run with this. So yeah, I was working on some new levels actually. Get you guys some new content. There's not enough content. I'm gonna throw in some new mechanics. Why do I keep going into Discord, bruv? I need to be on my VS Code, my tamashika, and I want my browser. Thank you. BR17 warning. So I want the player to see that warning, the first thing. So yeah, gotta get ready. Gotta get ready. Get ready for some turrets. So basically right now I'm doing one quick round of adding turrets and the homing bullet snipers. So we'll have a few levels of that, and I wanna also add them like early game. And these are okay now. So just to kind of, like, draw the line in the sand, these are going to be tough levels. Okay, we're crossing a boundary here, and I want to make sure that the player is aware of this happening. And to do that, we have to find a way to demarcate these levels. That's going to be my plan. I'm going to make it so that, how we have like Weapons Wednesdays, right? Imagine a system like that where rarely on some days. Wow, this is hard, dude. This is hard. This is really hard. Like, I don't want to make it too hard. So instead of like just Weapons Wednesdays or something like that, we could do like a. I'm thinking like a new moon. On the new moon, we'll make the difficulty just climb. And only on those specific days, like, there will be these different mechanics that you can enjoy. So I think that would be it makes sense. It makes sense also, like the trouble that I have, given this, given my genius style of designing video games. The the purpose this is serving is also like it's giving me like a containment zone inside which, like, I can it's like filling a vacuum. Like, I know, okay, I want these mechanics, right? and these are the mechanics that I have at my disposal. So I'm just gonna like populate. I'm gonna populate the world with these new mechanics, and it gives me like a little blueprint of what all I can include in that. I think there is a. I'm sure you can tell that I have changed my desktop wallpaper. Yes, I have changed my desktop wallpaper to Deus Ex. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So yeah, I jumped back into I did it, okay. I reinstalled Deus Ex. Okay, it happened. It happened. Okay, I need more levels of this flavor. Thank you. Thank you. At least someone gets me. My vision is augmented. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Can we mirror this bad boy? I think we can mirror this bad boy. Level tags. Just mirror, please. Thank you. Cancel. Save. BR17. Batch 3. B rooms. Is BR17 here? It is. So as you can see, I am populating the next level not found. Savage. BR17. I said mirror, apply, save, restart. Let's try that again. B rooms, B underscore R 17.m. Beautiful. Same date 2030, tab 08, tab 01. Still not getting this date. I don't understand how this works. 08 01. Save changes, restart. Slowly and steadily. We'll get there when we'll get there. Okay, BR17. I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate it. BR17. And what I do want to do is also I want to do a moving blob. We also have orbs. I have to use the orbs as well. All right, let's get to it. B underscore R18. Because B rooms also, if we just go back here and look at the browser. Okay, and B1. So you see, this is B rooms, B rooms. There are 2 B rooms here. It's not bad. A turns A rooms. It's very complicated. You know what I really want to do is, right now this B1 is actually, if you look at these prefabs, wait, all why is this not working? Oh, my bad. Prefab. Launch A, all A1, A2. See, A1 and A2 A2 has been switched off already, I think. Yeah. Launch A1. No, A1 has been. 1 second. This is confusing. Okay, yeah, you see launch batch 2. It's zeroed out. So I've taken this out of the mix now. There is only one of these. We should make a variation for this now. Since the accelerate update, um, I haven't put it in the game yet, but I am working on new levels. So all of the mechanics that I was working on in the for the new game mode, I'm gonna start sprinkling them in on the PC build at least. So that's my next that's the next thing that's gonna go into the game. And I am trying to figure out how to do this the release for the next game mode. That's I think that's gonna be one that's like I'm gonna do that after I'm done with this. So yeah, what we're seeing right now is just updates for the new content patch. In the last update, we added like a bunch of new things like the jump ads, right? So over here, I want to introduce a few more mechanics. That's my plan. Thanks. Thank you. So okay, warning can stay here. What are we doing? We are adding some blob enemies. Grunt, pillar. Okay, you can go here. Grunt turret. You know what? This kind of simple level also kind of just works. 50. Static E. Need to have a shooter here. Should we just make it so that the shooter releases a giant orb? Orb. How about we do a blob, okay? Speed 5. No. I'm going with orb. 15, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what this feels like. Now every time I play with my watch like this, I get reminded of the shamans in Diablo 4. When they do that thing and the grunts wake up. Trauma. I'm traumatized, obviously. We can put the exit here. We don't need this. Unknown grunt opcode 2. Relax, bro. Just relax. BR18M. Confusing. How did I not die? So these bullets are actually one hit kill now. So technically, my energy should go to 0 if I get hit from there. There you go. So it worked this time. Let's try that again. Oh, I think, yeah, so does the bullet get cancelled? I think the bullet gets cancelled. Yeah, it gets cancelled. Whoa. That second guy is just not, I'm not feeling this. I think this orb is better put here. And I'll turn this guy into a regular gunner. Apply, save. Better, I think. Oh, funny, all the lights are messing up. Just want a little bit more of a runway. Much better. Maybe a ceiling lamp might just fit here. Okay. No, I'm not using the grass 3 here. Grass 2, blue. All right, let's go. Are we digging this? I'm not. It's kind of lazy. How about we clean this? Put this here instead. Would this work better? Let's see. It's kind of more claustrophobic now. Clear. Man. Iteration time on this is just godlike. 4, 5. How about now? I think I think I got rid of that extra light. I think another thing that we could do here is how about now? Double trouble, baby. This is not easy. Did I not get him the first time? Much better. Much better now. Beautiful. Four, 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 four. Why not? A little bit of symmetry for the eyes. That block is unnecessary, but whatever. Give the level a little bit more body, I guess. You know, now I'm feeling this. So you come in, pow, pow, deflect one side, and then go straight to the shooter. Yes, yes, BR18 M. Wow. These are hard levels. Hard levels. But also I'm having all of this fun in the this is like the starting of the level, right? This is level 2 in transcend mode. So I think that it's front loading all the difficulty. So, you know, when you jump in, you will have lots of like rapid iteration going in to start, and then yeah, and after that you can. That's why I wanted to add all of this spicy stuff in the starting section. Another thing that I want to do with this update, it's been a long time coming. Something that bothers me personally, and that's not something that I don't know. I've not really heard feedback on this, but yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be sprucing up the boss rooms a little bit. About time they got a little bit more of a, you know, treatment. Like make them feel like actual boss fights. Grass one line. I approve this level. Reg edit. Batch 3. B rooms. B_R 18. Add to pool 18 dot. Before I did not have to add these levels manually. The mirror levels, I did not have to add them manually before. So that's something that's changed. But you know what? It's more deliberate, and I know what I'm adding into the game. I know exactly where I'm adding it. So that way it's It's more controlled. Like every time I make a change here, every time I make a like a little kind of like structural change to the back end of the game, suddenly I'm just like hit with all these ideas, right? I'm like, oh, this could be so much more streamlined, or and sometimes it's like a combination of like, oh, it could be more streamlined, and it could be like adding to the game, like the mechanics of the game itself, where like right now I have what feels to me now as like a very static kind of uh, uh, the level generator, the way it picks levels is all, all of the logic is pretty hard coded. But I was just like going over, in my head, going over like a different version of what it would look like. And I'm like, oh my god, there could be like, I could write like, I could write like a DSL or something that could let me like program behaviors, into the way the timeline is prepared and the way the level is prepared, and have it be like completely offline. Like right now, the actual code that pulls in and prepares levels is like in the game, right? And all of this stuff on the outside is kind of like just sending data in. So I make all of this stuff, I send the data in, and then the game pulls it in and it prepares the timeline, right? It bakes all the levels just for me to see. It doesn't need to really use that information for itself, because that's what it's doing like on your computer when you play it. But for my like to see, I want to be able to kind of like just extrapolate and see, okay, what all is getting developed. And that process right now kind of like it's like there's this dependency with the game itself, right? When all of the data actually is just sitting here, why not have the procedures sit here too, you know but like this is in Node.js, that will be in like games in C#. Obviously there are ways to, there are multiple different ways to make that happen. But like this whole system like turned up to 11 would just be like, like I could just upload it. It could be like a server. Oh man, can you imagine what that would be like? Like I could control pieces on like it's like special events and stuff like that. Mechanics going in and out of the game, and obviously like if it's all on the server, like players could kind of like vote. Ah, Tamashika 2. Tamashika 2. This time it's personal. We could still do it in Tamashika 1. But if I was being totally honest, some days I'm just like, okay, how much longer, man? How much longer am I gonna keep working on this? Like I love logging into Discord, man. Like you guys like just hanging out, like running after the top scores, and MK Voltra just coming in and going like, yeah, I'm better than you guys. and then Frail Dog comes in and he's like, hey, I'm better than you guys. And then that, then the occasional new player jumps in. They're like, yo, I need help with the, what is this? What does any of this mean? And Joe Benny is like, look, we've got guides for all of this. All right. It's just I love logging into that. Can I just say? That's what keeps me motivated. That's what I'm just like, you know what? For these 3 people, I want to make more content, make more levels. So that's what I want to do now. BR18M. Okay, something along these lines. But I want to actually, I want to make a level that's more like this. This gunner on the side was a pretty good idea. I'm going to make a version of this, but I'm going to make it not, I want to make it not mirrored. Okay, let's do this. BR18. Did I already make 18? Did I already make 18? I did. BR19. Can remove this, save, and this section I can just start with the next flip, and we can have the exit be here. So now we have two snipers flip. Let's see what this feels like. I will change it later. Another support here, BR19. I love how the latest levels just come up for me to test immediately on top. Okay, well, so this gunner, you see this sniper up in front is completely harmless because I can just take him out. So instead of that, what I'm going to do is I want to ground this guy. Okay, turret flip. No, you're not flipped. You're on the ground so that I can see you. Okay, and let's see if this works. Tunnel B. How do we make this? This guy is seeing me way too soon, dude. Way too soon. Honestly, I don't know why I'm doing like a two-tier thing here. You go in, you shoot this guy, deflect his bullet, because he's the turret, and then you deflect this guy, and then you turn back and go up here. I could just not do this drama right now, and because this is a B room, we need a shooter. Should we not have a shooter? You know, that might fly too. You don't need a shooter. But then that will be a very rare B room. It's timed in a way where you kind of like expect a shooter will show up. I mean, we are in hard mode, so how about we, you know, hide him? How about that? Show 4. Appear 4. You know, instead of appear, it could have been show. Come to think of it. No, I'm not changing all the scripts. Where's my exit? My exit is pretty far. So now this shooter will show up with a surprise attack after I get Maybe this wall could go deeper. Or we could have a little bit of fun and do a little open air section. I'm liking these open air sections, honestly. Just gonna have some fun with this. Grass one line. Grass blue. Shooter will show up a little bit in the distance, and I think that's a better idea. Don't want to make it too close. Pillar, totem 2. Totem 2. I think these levels are gonna have to be a little bit more on the rare side. Because they're gonna be like super hard. Or we just like, we just announce that we are legit just upping the difficulty by a lot. And I mean a lot. Because this is totally different. And like, technically, like what I could do is have like another playlist where we do more difficult levels, but this is not a reason that's big enough for us to spin up a new playlist. No. Like if say for example you have like a strong preference for the regular difficulty setting, then we've basically like made it so that once or maybe like I don't know 1 to 5 days a week, 1 to 5 days a month, you're just gonna be like, dude, this game is too hard. This game is too hard on new moon and waning crescent or something like that, right? Like when the moon phase just ain't Gucci. You're just like, you can just be like, what's the moon phase right now? Is it waxing crescent? No, I'm not playing tamashika today. She's it's that time of the month. Excuse the sexism. BR19. Pow, pow, pow. Maybe let's do a little reversey on this. Okay, we hide this one. Okay, sniper is hidden. Shooter can come here. You can be Y40 and you can appear the gunner in 250 ms. No, actually you can appear the gunner instantly. so that the gunner gets a shot at shooting at the player. And this second static enemy we can recover charger. Let's see what that feels like. Oof. Okay, so this basically, this gunner doesn't need to be a turret. This guy can just be a regular gunner. Charger, static enemy. Okay, this, I think this will fly. Ooh, now this is getting to be a tight spot. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, baby. Okay, that's one way to stall this guy. Oof. No move. The timing of this is a little bit wonky, I think. Appear in 250. Apply safe. Because the player will have to take the charger out. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. A little bit better. 250. How about 300? Because by the time the player gets in, yeah, I just want the gunner to shoot their shot, basically. The first shot. Nice. Yeah, I'm digging this. Do we have a tunnel? We have a tunnel. We have wall graphics. We have a ceiling lamp. We have lights here. And you know what? Looks like a level to me. Save. Reg edit. Registry editor. BR, what was it? BR19. 2030 0801. Basically, really far out into the future until I decide that we are releasing this. We're gonna put this out on PC first. You know, if I was firing on all cylinders, which I do sometimes, but if I was if I knew all of this beforehand, before I did it wrong 5 times over, ideally I should be able to upload levels onto a server and have the timeline kind of like transform organically. Just remotely I can just throw up levels. Like, it would be an always online kind of situation in that case. But it doesn't need to be, like if you just let the game come online once, it'll just refresh to the latest timeline. And if it's not online, then you're not even playing on the live edition of the game. So you're not going to be uploading to the leaderboard, say, for example, if you don't have the latest copy of the levels. So you just have to go online to get the level. And after that, you're just, playing by yourself. So it's technically not always online. It's just that if you are online, then you're just having more fun, and you have the latest set of levels. But this is very hypothetical right now because that's not what Tamashika is doing. Right now, that's not what Tamashika is doing. It's such a oh, I can literally just write it right now. It'll take me 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's one HTTP call from the server. I already have a server. The server is running. I'm paying top dollar for that every month, and there's like not there's barely, and I'm doing some basic telemetry, and like I'm not even looking at it. Ah, but the thing is, like every time I do make updates, I'm changing so many like core parts of the game, which I can't, which can't go up remotely, especially on console. Just like host a Electron server and like send all the data in JavaScript. Consoles would never allow that. But that's not my intention. My intention is just to have like a smooth way to update the game. Okay. Average duration. Oh man. Off. That happens sometimes, okay? It's just sometimes. It's not a routine thing. Blob 15 4 5 no move. I just shouldn't hit Control Z when I'm inside the text box. That's simple rule that keeps me from messing up my work. Shooter can be here. Blah blah blah. Seating lamp can be here. So at this level, our agenda is to put the player into a tight spot with the blobs. Oh no, I meant to say orb. I meant to say orb. Is something wrong here? 1, 2, looks fine to me. Yeah, so instead of blob, we do orb. Apply. I think they're just too far, so it's not gonna feel. Sir, why are you up in the sky like that? Charger. No, you're gunners. That's the first thing that's off about this level. And then we have to after this level we're gonna incorporate some ninjas. Okay. Gonna have some fun with the ninjas too. Ow. Yeah, so this works if you run past them. If you keep running, everything is okay. But if you don't keep running, technically, this should happen in front of the player. How about over here as well? Apply. Now I am messing with this level. Let's see how this feels. Yeah, so basically I have to now pow 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 pow. Basically your option is only to, but like these orbs, the thing about these orbs is they're not one hit killing me, and I don't like that. Sheesh. Also, this shooter is just kind of crashing the party right now. Actually, you know what? Much better. We'll get rid of this charger. Okay, put the charger here, put the static enemy here. Okay, and this shooter that's just gonna show up will drop the first orb. Okay, all right, now this, because that becomes like a compulsory enemy anyway, right? Now what the player has to do is take out one enemy on one side and just get out of the way. Yeah, like that, basically like that. You have to get out of the way. But I'm getting whooped, as you can see. I know how this works in theory. There's got to be a faster way of doing this. What hit me? Did something hit me? What hit me? Is the blob hitting me? It's the small bullets. It's the small bullets that are hitting me. This also wouldn't work because this exit is kind of sus. This is a sus exit. We can't have this here. We can't have this. Wait, we can have this for sure. But we're gonna get rid of this. What is your x value? Minus 2.25. Side x 25. Side x 25. Okay, so that's cool. And we've got an exit right in front. Huh. That looks like a level. Pow, pow. Okay. Let's get some greenery here. I meant bluery. I hope this doesn't crash the game. Wow, this is a hard section. Ceiling lamp. Are we digging this grass or no? I think it could be a lot smaller. How do you keep points? Well, if you miss your shot, then all the score that's not loaded. So every time you deflect the enemy at the end, that's when the score actually gets saved. So at the end of one round, when the enemy shoots at you, when the screen stops and everything, you're supposed to parry that enemy, or like ricochet their bullet. So when you do that, the store gets registered. That's how you get on the leaderboard. Sorry, I don't know how familiar you are with the game, so I was just giving you the simple version of it. Cheers, cheers. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm working to get you all some new content and yeah, some new content on Accelerate also. Sweet, sweet. Don't play too long. Remember to take breaks. And yeah, have fun, man. Charger. Let me just dice roll this. Look at my dice roll icon. It randomly dice rolls. Oh man, I can't wait to see MK Vultra do this without stopping. Oh, cleaned out, baby. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Cheers, cheers. Thank you. Thanks for trying it. I'm glad you like it. And I'm working to get you some more stuff in the game. So as you all know, Tamashika is ever evolving. So expect some new fun stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So how do you feel about the difficulty in the game? Because I might be pushing it up just a little bit, if you don't mind. Where's my grass? Ceiling lamp here and ceiling lamp here. Yeah, I'm gonna make it just, I'm gonna make it harder in parts, right? It's not gonna like all of it's not gonna go up in difficulty, but maybe on some days, when when the moon is aligned with the rest of the astral bodies, that day this icon on the ground is gonna start showing up. So you know something's up. Yes. Is the aim, so do you mean by the aim assist being strong, do you mean is your view getting pulled in too strong? Like right now, you know how like the like it's pretty lenient. Yeah, like you can just shoot in the general direction of the enemy, right? Um, if you feel like it's pulling your if it's pulling your aim in too much, tell me if that's it. I can adjust it or give you guys like a little bit of like there was an aim assist slider before, but that's gone now. So um, I couldn't bring it back. It just wasn't the most balanced, I'll be honest. Okay, got it. It's supposed to be easy, so it's not. You see, it's not supposed to be like your regular first-person shooters at all. Like it's not a game about aiming anyway. So it's supposed to be like that. I mean, if you feel like it's broken, well, I wanted it to be broken. That's just it's that's the game. That's the game I wanted to make. Is that weird? Yeah, it's a weird game, man. Yeah. Oof. Man, this is. I'm making it way too difficult. Thanks for dropping by. If you have any questions, hit up the Discord. Everyone's like very helpful there. If you can't figure out the game, listen, the game wasn't made to be figured out. You're just supposed to like just ask questions. It's not, it's not a problem. Just like nothing is explained. So it's kind of like it's on purpose. See you there. So I think what I'm doing wrong is I'm shooting in the direction I'm not wanting to go. So that's what's doing it. I basically cannot shoot. Shoot. Yeah, there you go. It was that easy. Shoot, bam, I go the other way, and yeah, so that second shot I can't run into the guy. There you go. MK Ultra would have figured it out before me. It is kinda tight. Okay, this charger. Is this guy charging at all? I can barely feel the charger. This guy feels like he's not even charging. Is he charging? Okay, that guy is charging. This second gunner is just, I'm not feeling. This guy will be a balloon. We don't want so many projectiles hanging around. Wow, that shooter just kind of corners me, and then these guys just it makes it too easy. for these guys to get me. What if this level was a little bit more extended? Let's see. Where are your projectiles, boys? Where's your projectiles? These guys are just not shooting me anymore, are they? Pow, pow, pow. Oops. Pow, pow. Warning, ceiling lamp. One tunnel going out here, one light here, one tunnel going out there. You can be a little bit longer. Da da da. Charger, gunner, balloon. And we have shooter. Now their first bullet is just not even touching me. Yo, Frail Dog, what's up? How's it going? I am so jealous of your setup, man. That CRT monitor, that mouse, the view outside. I mean, come on, bro. I call AI generated. That can't be real, bro. That can't be real. You playing with us? I remember when I started working on Tamashika, I was on up a hill in Hong Kong, on the Hong Kong island, and I was on the 16th floor. I was just talking about my way cooler setup from a few years ago. I mean, this setup is also pretty cool. Um, I wanted to stay closer to the ground because I couldn't do I can't do heights anymore for some reason. But I also had that like the view of the buildings in the distance. There's something about that that just never gets old. But yeah, I was also in that building when we were hit by like a T9, T10 like level, like high level storm, like a thunderstorm, like a typhoon. Mm, that was pretty scary. That was pretty wild. What was your setup like before? Did you have the monitor? So when I saw your setup, when I saw the photo of the small monitor, yeah, I'm also scared of heavy rain, but like in Hong Kong, man, the typhoons. Oof. I don't know which part of the world you're in, but like when I was in the States, also I've seen like a couple of like tornado warnings and stuff. I'm just like, bruh, we didn't have that stuff in India where I grew up, so it's pretty scary. But after I saw your setup, I made some changes to the game so that it doesn't mess up the menus in small resolution. So I can just show you that now. Okay, BR20. As much as I love the work that we've gotten to do together today, I'm not sure if this level is really flowing. You know what I mean? It's just too hard. maybe we'll include you, but like at a very rare occurrence. So here's what I've done. Check this out. You can already notice I've changed these are bigger now on the main menu. And if I go options, video, if I go less than 1280, so let's see one, I'll go here, okay? Check this out. In the current version online, this is not what it looks like. So if you go to the leaderboard, this menu, hey, look who's on top of the leaderboard. Hello. Yeah, so so oh hey Derm, how's it going? Tactical Cat Girl, welcome to the party. I love our little gang here. BCO CIA. That's my CIA handler. After I've been writing on my X account, it's no surprise. Sigma Male is here. Very nice. Anyway, so this menu is now, you can see that the scaling is all like it's fitting this menu. It's fitting this scale, this resolution. So I don't know what exact resolution you were at when you shared that picture, but if we go lower, let's say if we go 1024,768, I've tested this before and I think it'll work. Leaderboard again, no override, like this thing was cutting into this and I was just like that wasn't doing it for. Oh, there you go. This is still messed up. Messed up. Okay, so we're on that right now. 1024,768 is where I'm at right now, and this this I have to fix this. I think this is fixed at 120,768. No, it's not fixed here either. I'm not doing this math properly. I think that's the problem. Now, this math is just wrong, dude. This math is just bad. Should we fix this now? Let's do some. Okay, fine. Let's get to work. Calendar menu. Code kanji. Base Y. Calendar bottom Y. See, I'm calculating this, so why is it not working? Calendar Y, code kanji. What's your anchor, my friend? Y 1.5. Code compact is 0. What? Code compact is lower, code kanji is on top. So what is it? This base Y. Okay, this just looks sus to me, man. This is just really sus. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's try that again. Font big. I think the best way to do this would be to have the code kanji size. Oh. Now the spacing works. Options, video. Yeah, for anyone wondering what we're talking about here. Okay. All right. Code kanji. Kanji. banger setup. Base Y plus, we can chill on this a little bit. 32. Okay, and then code kanji is over here, and code compact can just be code kanji dot position. Okay, plus vector2 dot unit y times code kanji dot, and on Unity this would all just be like, stacking the anchors and everything, but I like monogame. Okay, plus rendering dot UI scaling. This code base is ghetto, but it's my code base and I like it. So in the next change log, we're gonna have, let's look at that. Let's look at the change log. I think 1.30 already happened. 1.3.1. 1.3.1. Adjusted UI and font scaling for resolutions lesser than 1280. CRT filter and new mechanics and levels in transcend mode. Okay. Difficult levels in new moon. But like, yeah, new moon is pretty rare. That's like once a month. That's once a month. That's nah, brah, nah. We need more. We need more frequent difficult levels. That's what I need to figure out. Okay, so what were we doing? Credits, options. Also, the credits is adjusted as well. So this was also, I think, kind of sort of broken before. Is this? I'll double check later. Where were we? Why? Code compact is code kanji dot position scale size y detail. Huh? What is detail? There you go. Okay. I think this is because it's expanded. The scale size y is expanded. Item. You didn't understand what I just said, right? I'll explain it here. Expand. Okay. Every menu label in Tamashika has a property where I can set it as expand. So if it's expand, then the boundary, like the padding on the outside of the label is just like increased by a certain amount. Does that make sense? So when I fetch the size, okay, tell me the size of the label. It doesn't really include any of that, so scale size dot y plus y margin. So code kanji dot y margin. Okay, now the y margin is going in, and I'm also adding the 8 times UI scaling so that it's just spaced properly and they're not merging into one. That's all I want. Options. Now, mwah, beautiful, amazing, just perfect. Okay, we're gonna go back now. What is this resolution again? Video. We're still in high res. 1280720. Let's go CRT mode. Let's go. I have to adjust this because I think the bloom is just too high right now. Leaderboard, just work, man. Yes, it's working. I think the code kanji font is not being set anywhere. Yes, so refresh fonts. Font big, font small. Code kanji, code compact. I think these references are not changing, that's why. That's all good. Refresh fonts. Dot font is equal to this. Dot font is equal to this. Detail. What is your font? Same as Code Compact, I imagine. Yes. So basically we have a system now where like there are 3 font sizes, and if you go into like small resolution scale, it goes down by 1. Dot font is equal to code kanji. Nothing? No? Please. No? Okay. Never mind. That's all right. There's no conditional assign. Is there a way to fix this? Invalid term. Null condition is not available in C# 11.0. Please use language of 14 or greater. Fine. If wait, let's ask Grok. Conditional left hand must be wait. Forget it. This is happening because that refresh fonts thing is called it is called before the menu is even initialized. Why it's doing that? Well, I'm gonna have to ask John Blow where I fucked up. Okay, so now this is a proper scale, properly scaling with the UI. So if I go nice. Excuse me. Why is it? Oh, because the resolution is too low. It's kind of aesthetic actually. The bloom is just double intensity here. Unsquishing 4.3 rendering. Okay, so tell me where the squish is happening. 1280720. I go here. So is this 4:3? Give me the 4:3 resolutions. 1024. Aha. So that's what you mean by the squishiness, don't you? The issue here, my friend, is Lazy programming, nothing else. It is just lazy programming. And to fix this, yeah, why is this happening? It's kind of cool though. um, um, I'm thinking how that would work. It's kind of cartoony. I kind of like it. So the enemies are also kind of squished here, right? Like is the in-game render also squished? Or is it just the on-screen stuff? I think, yeah, I can't tell. This is getting squished because, yeah. See, this is getting squished because if we go to the screen, okay, and we go to the final draw call, I haven't looked at this code in a while, so I have to reorient myself a little bit. Linear clamp, BP rect, back buffer size. There you go. So the game is like it's rendering at a fixed resolution in the background. But if the back buffer is of a different width, you see this WX thing, the screen rect, XW window height, width height. Is this screen rect being used anywhere? It might just be this aspect ratio. Okay. Actual aspect ratio. What is my width height? Yeah, so that's fine. Aspect ratio, window height. That's my width. So the current window height times aspect ratio. So my current aspect ratio. X is window width minus width divided by 2. No. This calculation doesn't seem quite accurate, actually. This should not be window height. This should be height. Back buffer height. So I think this routine that I'm writing here is is technically a letterbox, which is very wrong right now. Guys, this is it. This is dosage level 20 right here. Oh boy. Oh, dude, this is hard to look at. That's it, dude. Like I just wanna like exactly like this. Just put it on. Just put it on Apple Store. Most a highly unusual game. Kowloon Tamashika. You know it, bro. You know it. This is it. Kinda want to get into this right now. The screen shake in this mode is savage. Okay, we can start doing this now. Okay. Basically, what I want to calculate is if the actual aspect ratio on the screen is not the same as the back buffer, which is 16:9. What the game technically should do is expand the screen rect to fit the aspect ratio. Okay, so I'm going to try to math this myself. Okay, I think we're not too far from the actual math for this. So the x value that I want to get, first we have to decide how we're going to letterbox it. So if it is 4:3, right? If it's like this kind of a square and the screen and we know we're in the 16:9, what we have to do is first I'm just going to assume right now that we are only fitting to 4:3 or you know, an aspect ratio that's not uh I can just decide that right now. So if the actual aspect ratio that we're working with, so basically like the current screen rendering size, which value is greater, 16:9 or 4:3? 16:9 is bigger, right? Okay. Back buffer. Okay, so if aspect ratio is lesser, okay, we're right now in 4:3 category. Okay, in this category, basically the width of the screen will be smaller. Right, so if this is if my screen right now is 16:9, the game is only going to be showing this much of the screen, right? This will be your resolution, will be fitting here. So I need to calculate the screen rect will basically be like wider than the aspect ratio. Exactly. So how do I do this? I want to figure out the target width. I have to fit to height basically. So we have so var new width. The width technically the width for the same height. Why am I struggling with this so much? New width. That would just be width. So new height divided by, so I've got the new height. So if this is my height, given the aspect ratio of the back buffer, what is my new width? This is my new width. So I'd subtract from this the base, because this will be bigger. This will be a bigger value. So I subtract this and divide it by 2, right? So I will have minus new. This will just be like, this will just be my x value minus x. What's wrong, buddy? Cannot convert from float to int. Of course you can't. And width. This IntelliSense is getting just that little bit annoying, I'll be honest. New edge W, you can int here. Let's see if that works. Wow, we're way off the mark here, aren't we? I think this is where we messed up. Yeah, this is not the most accurate. Let's try that again. So if I have already the screen height, okay, and if I divide screen height by BB aspect, into width divided by height. So the heights get cancelled. I have the destination width, and this height can be the same as the screen height. Let's see how that fits. Guys, we're in widescreen mode. Let's go. I think my mental math is obviously off. I think I'm forgetting that the width has to be calculated after I fit. Basically, the base, the background is the back buffer is wider, right? So I need to fit it to the height. This BB aspect will be aspect ratio instead here. No. So if the back buffer, according to the back buffer aspect ratio, if the height of the back buffer was the current screen height, then you would have this other width, minus x comma width. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Let's get a closer look at this math. Oh no. Oh no. Lost the chat. Testing 1, 2, 3. Why does that happen? Okay. Back buffer aspect ratio is 1.25. Let's just see what my res W is. 1280 1024. What's my aspect ratio? 1.25. So my destination width is 1820. Wow. 1024 times BB aspect. Dude, are you kidding me? Yeah, sometimes it's just showing me a completely wrong value. Why does it do that? One eight two zero and X is 270. 270 1820 1024. 1280 1024. Well, you know, in this resolution, the one that we're in right now, we are in, this is our screen resolution right now. So if the back buffer is 16:9, right, then it will basically have to be scaled up. So if 16:9 is scaled up to a height of 1024, what width do you get? That's simple operation. 1.7777 into 1024. 1820. Right? So I take 1820 and I subtract it from the screen width, which is 1280. So 1820 minus 1280 is equal to 540, and you divide this by 2 to get 270. And this is feeling quite quite the stretch, isn't it? Huh. Why is it so stretched? Screen rect. Let's see where all this is happening. So if not CRT, if CRT, the only place I'm using it is in the final render. So back a buffer full. This bad boy is, what is your width height? This is also on screen width height. So this math, I guess, is wrong. Minus X width BB aspect. Why is this happening? Come on, folks. Let us debug this. The other reason why this could be happening is the solar system dimensions. Let me explain. Dims. Dims are being set rendering dot size. Now you, sir, you are not exactly, that is exactly the problem. I think I might be close to solving this one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. Size. I'm just gonna call this size dims for now and have what is this, rendering screen dot dims size. Dims is equal to new vector 2 width by height. Okay, now just wherever dims dot set value is being called. Okay, let's just have a look here. Dims. Oh, come on, dude. Rendering dot screen dot dims. How's that? You happy now, bruv? Okay, fine. Size dims. Okay, size dims. Shockwave. That's not. Where is this? Where am I? Menu. I don't know. I don't know about that one, honestly. Cognito hazard. I'm sending in the wider dimensions now, am I not? Size dims. This value just doesn't. I'm not sure if VS Code is just not doing its thing anymore, is it? What is this, dude? What is that value even? Screen.dims. Dims is equal to size, width by height. Oh. My bad, guys. My bad. I need you know what? I need some water. Oh my god. Let me get some water. Give me a sec, guys. Hey, does this look better? Can't say it's scaling properly to the screen size though, is it? At least the ratio is okay. Okay, so that value is going in, okay, but now what's wrong over here? What's wrong over here is that the screen, first of all, this isn't even, this is not scaled properly at all. And the Y value is also completely off. What is my resolution right now? It is completely off. Why might this be happening? One culprit would be this shockwave dims. Shockwave FX. This could be part of the problem. Oh. Oh boy, how did we get here? Nope. Honestly, I'm at a loss. Right now, it legit feels like it's clipping the Y value also. Like it's like the whole thing feels like it's zoomed in. Right? The whole thing is zoomed in. Is this happening because I'm not scaling the value back? You know, this stuff that I changed here. See, there's a scaling happening here. And then the CRT shader is using the same thing. We basically have two different dimension variables now. That's what's going on. So I think over here in PPFX, the fold, you see this dims. PPFX dot dims. Set value back buffer size. This has to be changed. Why does this have to be changed? This has to be changed because well, technically this just depends on where I'm using this. PPFX dims back buffer size current technique. BPRect. No, this is just same, man. This is just happening in the back buffer scaling. Where am I messing this up? Well, if it's not this, then what is it? Let's see if I collapse it, what it feels like. I was supposed to be making levels. You know, that doesn't look like half height to me. Do you feel? That looks more like 1/4. Honestly. Alright? So, you're messing with me, aren't you? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? So if destination rectangle was like half of height, and if height was 1024, then it should be 512. That's not 512 at all. I wanna get a closer look at this video. No difference because that's just the base resolution. No change there. Height into 0.4. Nothing else has changed. Only screen rect has changed. And this is the only place where we're using it. This is a destination rectangle, right? Yeah, I know. That is so funny, dude. Now this will just go over somehow. It's not. Wait, I think that's happening because... Okay, so this is working. It's just... No, it's not working. Maybe the dimensions are just not... This is a shader issue. Is this a shader issue? Nah, bruh. Nah. This is This is a harder problem to solve than I initially anticipated. But definitely the scaling is definitely wrong here. This is not like a sizing issue. This is a scaling issue. And why this is happening in game? I think this is happening in game and not here. There are two separate shaders. But all of that operation is happening in PPFX. Yeah, so that shouldn't change anything. Anyway, okay, you know what? We'll take this up. We'll take this up next time because it's getting a little bit late. And even if the solution to this problem was right in front of me, I won't be able to see it. Can we roll this back? Back to squishy land for now. Oh. Yep, we're back there. Was this code actually working? Window height. Oh, this is pretty lazy code, that's why it was working. Peak attention capture. Alien levels of attention capture in landscape mode. I mean in portrait mode. I should be able to solve this problem. I just need a little more of a fresh mind to tackle this. But yeah, it'll be cool to fix this. I'll be honest. Ooh. Anyway, that was fun. I wish I got to make a few more levels, but that's fine. Thanks for joining and thanks for the tip. This is now on my list. I will try to make it happen. No, it's all good. If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have jumped in like that. But it's good to go back to parts of the code base that I haven't touched in a while. Like this code, like this is just bad, dude. This is doing nothing actually. It's doing nothing. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. How do we do today? Not bad at all. 2 hours. Gang. Thanks for the company. I will see you all again soon. Man, I enjoy doing it too, you know. It's cool. It's fun fun to interact also and talk while I'm doing. Otherwise, like I'm just thinking all alone by myself. Yeah, it's not that hard after you get into it. And I think it's like intimidating at first, but like if you just look at someone go through it, you kind of pick it up. It's not that alien after all. But now you can just talk to your computer and it will write it for you. So the future is here. All right. I wanna I wanna move a little bit and then maybe I'll crash. Oh really? I love talking to my computer. I talk to my computer more than I talk to people. I'll be very straightforward about it. It is, I mean, it's not glorious, but hey, that's just where I am. I think it's like the way you talk to your computer. Like if you go talk to if you talk to your computer expecting like it's gonna be like talking to a human being, it's not gonna work. I love I just love my computer. I love playing with it. I love talking to it. I love programming with it. And my computer and I, we go way back. That's how I got to Subete wa pasokon this. Everything is computer. But that lore, that's a very deep part of the lore. I'm still working on it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Computationalism is quite a hit, man. I'm trying to get into more of that. Lots of fun stuff happening there. Everything is computer. That's in the README, by the way, in Tamashika. Just saying. All the hints are there. All the hints are there for my younger self. The conversation on my Instagram is moving along. I'm liking it. I'm being able to communicate more effortlessly. And I think thanks to this also, like you guys drop by and like can talk. I can like work my pipes a little bit. Getting good practice. Getting good practice. Okay, this time for real. I want to bounce. Thanks, Fail Dog, for hanging out. And we'll fix this problem next time. Tomorrow. I'll log in again. We'll get right to it. See you on the Discord. Infinite bliss.